Lieutenant Harriman, we beat the tar out of him. Can you believe that? And now it's gonna work for us, or we're gonna work for him, or we're gonna work together. We're in St. Marshall. Okay. Well, hello, St. Marshall. Those are super cute. I know. Like, I spotted Rysma in that pile of doodles, like, before the labels got slapped on. It's like, I know exactly who that is. And then I was, like, trying to identify other people, and it's like, yeah, that's not going to work out for me. But that's okay. Where were we? Oh yeah, we were going to click into this thing. Tabez, my captain informed me that you have purchased our services for the time being, and I've been ordered to work with you on tracking down the artifact called Pandora's box. Frankly, I think it's a load of crap, but when the captain says jump bots, I say how many, so I guess despite the fact that you assaulted my squad and stole our ship, I have to play nice with you. Problem is, I wouldn't know the first thing about ancient artifacts or even that magical mumbo-jumbo, especially as more modern hardware. I understand, still, might have a lead. And then I have stationed our local outposts have been reporting strange occurrences. We've had 5 security lockdowns in the past 48 hours, and each time it's been some private reporting an old man skulking around the facility. Problem is, every time they chase him down, he disappears. I was about ready to start stringing people up by their toes until I spoke with your secretary on the mission. She's been getting the same reports. I don't know who this guy is or what his deal is, but he's been on operations that we can't seem to yada yada. Okay. Easy spy. We'll just teleport over there. There we go. I was starting to wonder, starting to worry. Hey, there's the notification. I saw it pop up in the text first. Hello, Korath Landwalker. And a bajillion raiders. Next warehouse peers have just entered security lockdown. Alright, my quarry must be nearby. Let's locate this intruder here as we start in on signature story arc 2, number 2. Ah, it's frickin' Echo. Hi, buddy. I think I must have done the Pandora's box as a villain at some point in the past, but I don't remember it. So this is all feeling kind of new to me, which is a great experience. Pursue Professor Echo. Wait, where are we supposed to go? He teleported like 10 feet away. He was here. He teleported here. You believe that? Oh goodness! What a plan, Professor Echo. This is just like the hero side one right here. Anyway, thank you, Raiders, for dropping in. I appreciate it. And hello, I'm going to guess that's pronounced Iriel. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, he's not hostile. Hey, Shivans, bros. What's up, my meteor-loving friends? Oh, let me snooze that ad before it starts blasting us. Hello, my meteor-loving friends. What's up? Too bad I've already farmed the kill badge for you guys. Yeah, with all those Dr. Aeon strike forces I ended up doing, would have got the kill badge for them without having to do stuff, but, you know, that's life. It's rare to see somebody get your name right. Well, I don't know how else I'd pronounce that. Irel, I guess, maybe? No, Iriel looks right. Because otherwise, why would you put the I before the E and the H? Like, that's definitely, like, suggesting that there are separate syllables there. Oh, hold on. Hold on, why do I pronounce it really badly? Everybody, brace yourselves. Irel. There you go. Speak with Echo. Oh! Let's hurt the old man. No, he's an old man. Haven't been in trouble this time. I guess it appears so. Your comment abilities are more potent than my data implied. I suppose that's what I get for trusting the historians. Yeah, don't trust historians. Thank you for the 2 follows there. I remember the same thing you are. I'm looking for clues on Pandora's box. I tried following your example. I simply don't have the tech to make it jump that far. Also, I can't figure out how you did it. I did, however, have records of your last known location before you time jumped to Achaea. So I figured I would drop in on your operation and learn how you did it, and I must say you have done a very good job of masking your chronometric distortions. I haven't been able to detect them at all. Achaea, time jump? I have no idea what you're talking about. This is just like the hero side version. He has the same conversation. Everything you do today is ancient history to me. You're planning on jumping to the first one that Pandora's box ever appeared in history. A laudable goal, but as I stated before, I have no idea how you would accomplish such a feat. This ever managed just a few short decades. I'm sure you're keeping this all hush-hush to avoid competition, but I really do think that you don't know what I'm talking about, do you? You don't have a chronoporter, and this facility has nothing to do with time travel, does it? Has historical time travel as an investigative tool ever crossed your mind? No, well, not until now. We're members of Ouroboros. Like, we time travel all the time. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised my contribution as God has been overlooked by history. Very well. While I'd love to stay and wallow in the cosmic injustice that this project has visited upon me, I believe it is time for me to depart. Diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-doo. That's the sound of teleporting, by the way. Diddly-doo, diddly-doo. That's what he did to us. Hey, Harriman gave us his phone number. Okay, hold on, let's get this straight. This guy, Echo, he tells you he's from the future and you believe him for some blessed reason. Look, this is like the 4th time I've run into Echo, okay? And he's been harassing us because he thinks you know where it is and go to the past and find it, and except you haven't time slipped anywhere. We had nothing, probably because he's a kook. But now he's told you this, you've got the idea in your head to actually try to time backflip to who knows when, which means he would have been right, which means... You know what? I'm not thinking about this. That's a good plan. Alright, decent people... There are 2 things decent people should not think too hard about. One is time travel, and the other is what happens inside the event horizon of a black hole. Don't think about either of those things and you will live a much happier life. Listen, lady, if you think you can do what that crackpot says you're gonna do, then go for it. Anything that gets you closer to Pandora's box means I'm closer to finishing this assignment. Just don't expect me to help you out. This goes a little far outside of my range of expertise, yeah? Now, that I can do. I'll hold down the fort here. Just don't go changing history or anything. Got it? I mean, that's how it works, right? You do something weird in the past, and we all end up dinosaurs or something. Yeah. I mean, he's got the gist of it. He's seen the movie. I like the whole day of my life getting rearranged because you stepped on some ancient butterfly or something. Whatever, forget I said anything. Don't think I'll understand, but blah, 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 blah. So let's go talk to Prometheus in Ouroboros. Which I love intentionally mispronouncing it that way, so don't at me, bro. So I know Korth Landwalker had been playing City of Heroes at some point, because I think I ended up in his stream while I was away from my keyboard having breakfast. Right before I started the party. Oh, yeah, looks like y'all would be going to be getting an ad while I'm talking through all of Prometheus's text here, so don't worry, you're not really missing a whole lot. Boldly done, Tabez. You have come seeking answers, but do you fully grasp the gravity of your situation? You have approached Prometheus, the very benefactor responsible for mankind's rapid ascent to power. Few denizens of your world have the hubris to interrogate a god. You're a titan, not a god. Thank you. Titans and Olympians are not the same thing, bro. Yet you are wise to seek my counsel. I possess the knowledge you seek, for I have witnessed events that show that you know only through the writings of your ancestors. As Tabez, okay? I'm acquainted with the artifact you seek. Pandora's box represents an ancient power, easily as old as your world, power that can match even the flames that I have granted your kind. The origin of the box is known to me, though the circumstances surrounding its creation far exceed your limited grasp of reality. I doubt any explanation would assist you. Okay. When granted my flames from mankind, I set in motion a series of events that redirect the potency of your world. Mankind's potential is vast, and with my flames as a force, mortals begin to harness powers that had once been beyond their reach. And this angered those who would keep that power to themselves. Zeus sought to undo what I had wrought, but could not contain the spread of knowledge and power that my flames had granted, so instead he claimed a tool that was not his to claim and prepared a foil to my plans. Despite the power that mankind was destined to wield, Zeus declared that he would always hold dominion over the world. He wished his power to live on, imposing his will on mankind age after age, until he placed his very essence within the artifact you now call Pandora's box, and manifests itself again and again, always overshadowing the powers of mortals. As in the past, as does now, Zeus is bound his power to the box, and should a host perish, that is where his power will always return. You live in a time of great tribulation, Tabez. Wars have been fought over such power, and his raisement into godhood, you must prepare yourself accordingly. Do you know where it is? That's power... Okay. Yeah, I guess we are getting an ad break. I thought I hit cancel. No, I hit cancel on the previous time. I'm going to play an ad, because you all had just rated. That's right. Look, sometimes when you start reading paragraphs of text from Prometheus, there's too much of it. Okay, and he's just like, go talk to Silas. I ain't helping you, bro. So, let's go talk to Mr. Silas. Sabes, there's much that can be done before we prepare for what lies beyond, but in the sanctum, time is on our side. What do you say? Prometheus just said I asked you about Pandora's box. Hey now. Right, that is not a subject I can pursue a great length. Tabez, Pandora's box represents a crucial point in your timeline. Any alteration could have undesirable effects. Much as it pains me, I can't give you the information you seek. You must continue to search on your own. I'm sorry, I can't help you. Cannot aid you directly, but I suppose I can enable you to acquire knowledge yourself. Use a crystal within this sanctum and seek out the times and place where the Pandora's box first appeared in human myth and in the ancient region of Achaea. You can trace the box's path through history. You may be able to glean its location in your own time. Please go. I cannot speak of this anymore. The moment in your timeline is extremely delicate and blah, 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 blah. What good is time travel if the time traveler won't use his extensive knowledge of time travel to alter stuff? Like, how is it? You know what? Never mind. I guess it doesn't matter. We're gonna go punch like force ghosts or whatever here. It'll be okay. Let's just go inflict some violence. I have absolutely no desire to fight these Cimarrons. Not that they would be difficult to fight, but there's no reason to. Gone, his treachery knows no bounds. So Romulus stole your box, huh? But admirably, though your style and methods are alien to me, even with my newfound strength, you appear to match me in combat. I may have attacked you prematurely, but your presence here is suspicious. I do not believe your appearance is the handiwork of the traitor Romulus. Yet the question remains, what is your purpose? I come seeking answers. Expected as much, you and I seek the same prize, warrior, but it appears that our efforts were in vain. Someone, perhaps Romulus, someone else, has moved the abs with Darjan. I first arrived in this region at the behest of the Oracle with no army on my back, no knowledge of this cavern's contents. Told me only by my closest companion, the man known as Romulus. Here we fought monsters, spoken of in myth, and eventually found our way here to this altar. It's here that we first discovered Pandora's box, the ancient device left behind by the almighty Zeus. When we opened the box, I experienced a vision, but more. It was a message from the gods, and it granted me their power. I emerged a changed man, more than a man, but not quite a god. I believe that I was chosen by Zeus to be his avatar among men. I was not the only one to experience this change. Romulus felt the same surge of power, the same vision, but darker somehow. His strength grew beyond measure. He began to show a cruelty I've never known in him before. I believe that moment may have been the beginning. I cannot help but wonder if Romulus would have betrayed me had we not come here so long ago. If only I knew, warrior, this could be the work of the traitor, but... Yeah, but... What? In the butt. But I believe there may be another force of work here. We would never have found this cavern had we not been guided to it. Perhaps we're destined to receive this power, or someone's manipulating us. Whatever the reason, I know that is no longer here. With this setback, I fear my search must end. The traitor is amassing his armies, and I must make preparations to confront him. Great. How did that even work? Because we can't time travel back that far through Oro's technology. Or was that a memory? Oh, it could be a memory. Whatever. A lot of stuff you're up to is a little over my head, you know? I mean, I like to work in the here and now. It's what I'm used to. Speaking of which, while you're off playing Time Cadet, I've been working on scrounging up some leads and I found one. Pandora's box thing, ancient, possibly magical artifact, really powerful, everyone wants it, totally not my specialty. I do guns. Hey, everybody likes guns. See, there's a guy who works with this kind of stuff, goes all over the world. Okay, now we're going to go to the dig site. Yeah? No. There's a little outfit out of Paragon. Wait. In, like, the magical artifact thing, isn't it, like the Hellions work with the Warriors work with the Sky Raiders? Isn't that, like, the path that this stuff takes? I could have sworn that the Raiders and the Warriors had a regular deal, but okay. Great, let's go punch David Odysseus. Oh, is this the like, auction thing where he's, like, auctioning the Fists of Vulcan or something? It's actually just a trap to get people in. Some mission like that that's kind of fun. I don't remember if that's in the signature story arc or if that's something else. That's a fun mission. Oh, it's not the Fist of Vulcan. It's a book that, like a book of names or something like that. Anyway, let's go beat up David Odysseus. Why not? Thank you once again, Raiders. Well, it's been a few minutes, but thank you. Nobody tell the devs. They forgot to fix these guys to be the new, uglier warriors. Oh, I said it. I said it, man. I'm in trouble now. City Heroes police are coming for me. Huh. You know, this mission would be really good to farm for warrior bosses, wouldn't it? I mean, we're level 50. We got all of our incarnate stuff. It's too bad signature story arcs form like task forces. And I can't just, like, abandon the mission or whatever. Let's see. How can I reset this? I guess if I log out and back in? Alright, do I need to log into another character? We'll play around and we'll see if we come back in and it's on ×8. So yeah, let's see if this worked. This is looking like a lot more guys are here, maybe? Yeah, okay. Well, we should have some Hewer elites and stuff. Yes! Okay. Great, that's what I wanted. Cyclopes. War Walkers, Void Hunters, Cray, Paragon Protectors, Neus Bosses, Zeus Titans. Here we go. We're at 27 right now. Here's at least one boss. The warriors in this mission don't count. I guess because they're not in the regular warrior level range. Okay, well, now we know. I did set my difficulty back to size 1, right? Okay. Well, that's a bummer. Hey, buddy. It makes sense if you understand how stuff is structured in the back end of the game. Like, these guys look like old school warriors instead of new school. This is a separate enemy, quote, group. And so they were never added. Like, they were never added to the badge to be part of how that works. Kind of like way back on Live when the City of Villains devs got mad that people were getting the red cap badge on City of Villains. And so they took the holiday event red caps out of being eligible for the badge. I just thought, you know, hey, we're in this level range where we got all of our juice, right? And we got warriors here. Maybe the elites would count, but the elites do not count. So that's all right. And there was a time period where I reported the new Prima Consiglieres and stuff for the family. Didn't count for the family, the Marconi boss badge, like they're supposed to. Like there was a bug back then when that stuff was like relatively new about how those guys count. They've changed those badges since then, so those guys, number one, do count, and number two, those badges are less dumb than they used to be. You got me, Tabez. Good show. If you don't mind, please tell me why you decided to crash my side business, Pandora's Box. Heard of it. As far as this villain that hasn't heard about Pandora's Box, everywhere you look, some chump with a scrap of power starts glowing yellow and becomes the next big thing. That's a badge. Forbidden artifacts, my specialty, and Pandora's Box is the grand prize. I'm not going to give up the chase that easily. Okay, whatever. Find resources, yada yada. That's a fair point. Consider your proposal interesting. Become rather organized. I'll contact your assistant to negotiate terms. If you can come to an agreement, then you'll have my network at your disposal. Full support of my warriors. Come out to play. Still, next time, call, will you? I prefer to negotiate contracts with a little less damage to my property. Yeah, well, you know, if you had just given me the stuff I wanted, you know, the badge, there'd actually be more damage to your property. Never mind, that was not a good direction to take that conversation into. Yeah, see, like there's a badge for this guy, right? This consigliere, and he's a red side consigliere. So there was like a badge for Marconi family, i.e. red side one, versus the Paragon, the Frost Cartel family. But you had no way of knowing which ones were which unless you just came to Sharkhead and started punching consiglieres. And then they added the Prima consiglieres, so half of the consiglieres that were in St. Marshall no longer counted for any badge because they were these new guys and they weren't in the badge pool, or they weren't assigned to badge credit, or however that particular level of the mechanic works. Somebody actually has to affirmatively say, this enemy from this group belongs to, like, gives badge credit. And if they don't do that, then you end up in a situation like we just had where I'm punching warrior bosses and I got Jack. So it could be that the warrior boss badge was moved so that only the new warriors, like you see in Talos now, count as badge credit. Hey boss, just got a call from last year, said you convinced this Odysseus character to sign on and wanted me to tell you that the paperwork's all been settled. I gotta say, you can be convincing when you want to be. I figured you'd pound some info out of the guy. Never expected this to be a recruitment op. Well, you know, I do what I do. So Odysseus got this lead named James Harriman. Apparently he's this archaeologist, goes around the world studying ancient ruins and finding old documents, stuff like that. Here's the kicker. Seems that Pandora's box is the guy's specialty. Harvan's been searching for the box his whole life. Way before this whole empowerment fiasco, you ask me, a lifetime of failure ain't much of a resume. He's right. He's working on some kind of expedition off the coast of Albania. Oh, we're going to Achaia. Weird how that works. We're warning Harvan's not just an expert on Pandora's box, but a well-known expert. That means you might not be the only one looking for him. Just stay alert while you're there. Get out ASAP. Yep, you know, we'll just have to beat some people up. It's okay. We're actually going to take a quick detour. Just because I want to go look at the new warrior look and laugh at it again. Guys, you were way cooler before they did this to you. Like, the revamp was not an improvement, bros. Go make fun of this guy. Oh, you call that a mace? This is a spiky mace. Wait, and then I missed. Gosh darn it. This is a spiky mace. There we go. See? Oh yeah, let's find like... Wait, I got sorcerers. I don't need sorcerers anymore. Ooh, I do need ancestor spirits though. Yoink. Or like a spiky mist nerd. Hey, ninja, come on. You're supposed to be on my side. Yeah, I can't stand the revamped warrior look, man. It just does not do anything for me. I think they somehow made them look worse in every way. Which is weird, because I'm sure these are higher fidelity body parts and stuff. Come on, guys. Give me an ancestor spirit or something. These Sioux are not cooperating. Anyway, if you need to get like sorcerers or something, there's a circuit you can run around the upper level of Talos Island that's just chock full of them. You start... It's also chock full of ancestor spirits, but they're a little rarer than sorcerers. It starts like right over here, behind El Super Mexicano, with this spawn. And then you come up around this way, and they'll just be... You just tab around, and you'll see sorcerers, like, literally everywhere. There's also ancestor spirits here, but they're a lot rarer than the sorcerers are. Usually there's an ancestor spirit actually spawned right there. That guy's standing. Not always, but usually. And then, a lot of times, there's also an ancestor spirit. I already got the sorcerer badge. There's often an ancestor spirit, like, right here. But not today, apparently. Then you can loop around, like, this way. Scope out, like, this spawn on the back here. It's usually just sorcerers, though. Come around here. You can, like, look, like, tab around, see if you see anything worth killing. Basically, you just, like, go around the upper level of... the rise here in the central part of Talos Island and see if you get anything. Here, check that group out. Just a sorcerer. Hey, here's an ancestor spirit. Yoink. There's also sometimes one right behind this building. Look at that. This is how you know I've hunted ancestor spirits too many times. Then you cut across this way and past where the construction zone is. There's a parking lot, and there's usually an ancestor spirit hanging around the parking lot over there. Not this parking lot. They don't like this one for some reason. Nope, not today. So you come around this way, right? You're like, but you're not on the upper level. It's like, I know, it's alright. It's okay. Don't worry, we're going to be back up there in a second. We just have to check the spawns around this building, because sometimes there's an ancestor spirit or a sorcerer right here. And then sometimes there's sorcerers over here and right here. So if you need these kill badges, man, and you're already level 50, this is like the way to do it, because you will just plow over so many of those guys. Now, of course, if you want rewards for doing this, I think all the Incarnatsu count. So you could just go fight Incarnatsu. Hey, here we go. And get plenty of credit that way, and get a ton of rewards and stuff. But this is like the risk-free, you don't have to think about it, enemies aren't running everywhere approach. Yeah, you can see all the sorcerers and stuff that we're getting here. Okay, then we come back up around the building this way. Remember, I was up behind this building a second ago? Well, we're headed right back up there. There's usually an ancestor spirit spawn back here. Now, earlier there was like 20 dudes here and no spirits. And that happens. Usually there's an ancestor spirit there. Check here. Check that spawn. Come around this way. Hey, the warriors came out to play. No bosses here, I don't think. Nope. So you can come around this way out here and look, or you can come up the way I did. It doesn't really matter that much. But the point is, we've just looped, and so now you just hop back down here, and you start the loop again. If you're hunting warrior bosses, it's more you kind of circle around this central area, and you go into these buildings over here, and you'll find plenty of warrior bosses. They're a little rarer. It might actually be easier to hunt them in Striga Island. I've done it both ways. I'm not sure which is better, because frankly, by the time I get done doing it, I never want to do it again. And then I just find myself doing it again anyway. But there you go. Some kill badge hunting. Pictures of Tebez and New Thebes. Yeah, I see what you did there, XLG. I see what you did there. That'd probably be quicker if we took the ferry to the south side. Well, that was not actually all that much closer, was it? Hey, it's Alistor. We did your arc already, buddy. That was yesterday. Gold bricker. That bricker flicker. Gold bricker flicker. It's going quicker. Really, we had to come all the way to this submarine in particular, not one of the 700 other subs out there. That rowboat comes to the sub. That's kind of funny. Dr. Harvin's the only one you know of with extensive knowledge of Pandora's box. He's coming with you whether he likes it or not. Yeah. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Oh, hydrate? Okay. It's Night Widow Nocturne, who we haven't seen since the Chronometron arc. No, the Psycho Chronometron arc. Problem, I'm calling her in. Are you a hero? Did you come to save us? Yeah, I totally came to save you. Where's Dr. Harvin? He's deeper in the cave. Ah, and Arbiter Sands. We haven't seen you since the Statesman Task Force. What's Tabez? Oh, Grant, I suppose you'll leave quietly. Absolutely not, buddy. Oh, hey, looks like y'all are getting an ad break. I appreciate the pennies you're putting in my pocket. Doctor, Arachnos looking for you. I'm here to help. Say, Arachnos? Oh dear, I suppose I should have seen this coming. If they're here for me, then they must be searching Pandora's box. You see, I happen to be the researcher in the field. I know. I'm here to get you out. Arachnos can be quite dangerous. You don't say. Never mind that, you know, I'm actually really high up in the Arachnos organization after doing Project or Operation Destiny 4 times. So, the way they said I'm going to call her in, it sounds kind of like Ghost Widow's coming in. We'll deal with Ghost Widow when she gets here. Destroy Tabez? That's rude. That's so rude. Like, haven't they thought about my well-being? If they destroy me, my well-being is going to get worse. It's going to become worse being at that point. Ah! A peace string error. Unless you fix that. Well, some of me, Tab has grown to quite the thorn on our side, yet she's no match for the three of us. It's time for us to end this fire, so really. I'm pretty sure I could take you all if you were AVs. It's honorable, distasteful, disgusting to arrange a battle, just... it's so inexcusable. Perhaps you'd even the odds. Is that you, Castillo? And David Odysseus. Okay. Look out, he uses the Fists of Vulcan. One of my favorite things in the game is the fight at the end of the Psychochronometron stuff. When you get there and it's the three villains that you've been dealing with. Castillo, Sans, and Nocturne, I think, are all beating the tar out of each other. Good day, Tabez. Hope you don't mind the interruption. The Monsieur detected reckless reinforcements approaching him. Mr. Hill claimed he could sense Ghost was presence nearby. I thought it would... oh, is his name not David Odysseus? Is it Odysseus Hill? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Negotiations with Harvard are underway. It appears you made quite the impression. I should hope so. I must say your sister made quite the enticing offer. Charm her, that one. I'll say what I said to her. If you have the resources and you can vouch for my safety, then you have my cooperation. This may be the best chance I have of completing my life's work. To see the legendary Pandora's box with my own eyes, why, I can hardly wait to get started. Ha! Glad to have you on board. I'll make sure he's got appropriate accommodations. Arachnos apparently has the same information on his career that we do. It would be safe to keep him aboard the mission for now. I've already pertinent information we obtained to Lieutenant Harriman for your perusal. That will be all, Lastry. You know, this all feels way too coincidentally easy, doesn't it? Like it's all some sort of a scheme, a plot, if you will. This time it ends, the better. You know what? I do got to step away for a minute here. Let me pause the recording. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that quick break. Okay, boss, I think we're starting to close in here. Loster's already pumping Harvard info. We'll get something big. Harvard pointed something he called the key. It is from Pandora's box, and Harvard's convinced that he can get his hands on it. There's a catch to this key. It's a powerful artifact in its own right, and the Circle of Thorns have their grubby hands all over it. Loster's in the middle setting up an excursion. Alright, let's go. Right, I'll need to support my boys, but frankly, I'm not sure they'd be much help. Subterranean caves aren't exactly our strong suit. We're called the Sky Raiders for a reason. You know, a man has got to know his limitations, right? Hi, Granny Bedlam. Bye, Granny Bedlam. Last year's team professional as always, managed to blah 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 blah. Amazing judged by the... Oh, hi guys. Yeah, he's just discovered Orin Bega. Isn't that amazing? Now, my apologies, I found myself quite taken with this place, something fascinating for the reason. I guess the key, well, not simply a key per se, but I found that to be the best way to describe it to your mercenary friend. More of a focus. That's what my father's research implies. The object is called the Antikythera. When this came out, they had just like that was like in the news. So that's why we have the Antikythera mechanism here. If you don't know what that is, it's a real thing. They found it in a ship. So it's an ancient gearwork, and they think it's used to calculate stuff for astronomical whatevers. But I don't know about that, man. I just know this is a real artifact. It's a real thing. In order to manipulate, regardless, it's tool of incredible potential, and I believe it's an integral. Okay. Father's research. I've been devoted to finding and studying Pandora's box, but much of my research is actually based on my father's work. He obsessed over locating the box, simply to prove its existence. Most of his work was described as peers, but his research has helped me instantly in my search. One obstacle I've encountered in my studies has been the lack of appropriate funding and manpower to track down the components of my father's work, but thanks to you, that's no longer a problem. Great. Antikythera's humble appearance belies its potential. It's small enough here into one arm, and resembles an ancient measuring device, which I suppose is true. But few know what it truly measures. You must be careful. You don't know if these Circle of Thorns know the Antikythera's true purpose, but they are most certainly aware of the power inherent in the device. You will likely find the object to be well guarded. Great. Well, you know, while we were talking, I did fight off, like, a whole ambush here. I hate this map so much. Okay. Alright, so we go through here. Come around here, go this way. Is the right way? Yeah, that is the right way. There we go. Hark! Poor anything, blessed with such power and unable to use it. You don't understand where your newfound strength comes from, do you? Soon your power will be... oh no. Tabez, this trap was not meant for you, but I would be most delighted to play with you anyway. Oh boy. Great. Okay, now that we're all buffed up, let's go. Who knew she was that into stealing people's, like, super lasers and stuff? Dude, I forgot about the plus defense from Might of the Tanker. Look at that. We got it double stacked. Wow. It's amazing. Defense Sabas, but I can't let you have this artifact either. I can't, however, offer you a nice, comfy gel cell. Sheesh! Remarkable, simply remarkable. Tracking emanations. It's reading. I've been reading 6 or Omega. It's unexpected. I need more time to study. Make sure I'm reading it correctly. We are operating on a strict timetable here. Yeah, what you said, buddy. Signal Marines only gotten weaker. Hold on, Doc. You saying? Afraid so at this moment, Pandora's box lies somewhere inside Paragon City. Bum, bum, bum! Oh, how dramatic. Smooth operator as usual, boss. The more this goes on, the more it feels like we're holding all the cards. We got Harriman and Antikythera. Anyone else who has bruises for getting in our way. Kind of ammo I can get behind. So I think we're at a point where I ain't going to be much use. My boys and I will keep our operation secure, but the search for this thing is way beyond our area of expertise. People like Lasher and Harriman are good at wrapping their heads around cosmic power, but I'm just not. At the point where you start using one crazy artifact track down another, well, that's when my brain checks out, and frankly, I kind of like it that way. Well, Harriman, thanks for the help, buddy.